generic conventions of regional magazine websites. I'm going to analyse 3 magazine web pages, and I'm going to start with Now Then magazine. As you can see, it is very simplistic and there's not much to it. Now Then is the more artistic one of the 3 magazines, and as you can see, it has one massive picture which takes up the entire home web page. At the top you have 3 buttons: blog, shop, opus. It's also got this issue and other issues. So it is primarily for people that read the magazines that want to look at this month's issue and want to look at previous ones. To me, it looks more of an archive website. However, it's got an editorial section and it's got what's going on in the issue. It obviously has your very, very generic conventions such as the masthead or the logo, which here is actually central rather than the top, which is sort of challenging conventions of regular magazines. It doesn't really follow a style which other websites follow either. Usually you'd have the title at the top and then the buttons below it, but this magazine's sort of all over the place. In a way, it sort of looks like a blog rather than a web page. As you'll see with the Exposed magazine and the Toast magazine, they're very generic in their conventions. Now I'm going to move on to Exposed magazine. As you can see, it is very much a basic magazine. You've got Exposed at the top, therefore identifying what website you're on. And it also gives it a form of identity and something which people can recognise. Then you move down and you've got various buttons which will take you onto different pages. So you've got home, news, music, movies, fashion, food and drink, and culture. So it's split into different sections. Therefore, it allows the different age groups and the different users the choice of what they'd like to look at rather than cluttering everything onto one page. So if someone wants to go on read about news, then they can go and look at news. Someone wants to read about music, they go onto the music page, and so on and so on. You've obviously got your main article, which is an interview with Slow Club, which is something you'd expect to see. You'd want to see something like from the magazine, like some content from the magazine. You've also got where you've got your social media links, Facebook, Twitter, very important for regional magazines. You can read and sign up for the newsletter. You've also got various other things such as win stuff, exposed in session. You've got blogs, you've got gaming, you've got offers, you've got reviews, you've got things to do. So, because it's a regional listings magazine, it just throws you with things to do in Sheffield. So, if I want to create a successful website, then I've got to pastiche some of these ideas. I've got to make sure that it's full of things to do for my user and make them want to use my webpage. The Toast magazine website is also very similar to the Exposed magazine website. However, you've got some different conventions such as a tag cloud, where you simply click a word or a phrase and it'll take you to a page that's relevant to that. You've also got the capital of the digital magazine, so you can flip through that. It's also advertising the new magazine, so it says issue 58 out February 1st. That prompts the reader to know when the new magazine's out. Also, you've got way more buttons than the Exposed, and from what I can see is the review section comes down as a dropout menu, so you can pick various ones. You've also got a massive thing saying win the chance to try an extremely wide range of beer, and you've also got advertisement for Toast e-flyer. So much like the Exposed magazine, you're bombarded with things to do, things to look at, and right at the top next to the logo you can see advertisement, which is also very important for regional magazines because they rely purely on advertisement.